Good day, everyone. Trust we're having a great day. My name is Samuel Israel, and I'll be talking about algorithm and a practical example to show the process of how algorithm works. But first, let me start with the definition. Algorithm is simply the step-by-step process required to solving a particular problem. Okay, on the explanation, let me quickly open my VX Code in order to show us an example of how algorithm works. Okay, I already have a file saved here. Let me text in. So let me quickly create a problem we can use the algorithm method to solve. Okay, let's assume our assignment is to make each letter of each words an uppercase, meaning that we are going to capitalize each letter from this string here. It's called string. T this T is I D T like that. So our task now is to make each letter or character a capital one. So what we'll do first is create a function for it. So I'll be using the callback function. We have the two types of function. One is your named function and the other is the callback function. But I prefer using the callback. Convert word. That's the name of variable. So what I'm doing now is creating the function for it, and I'm going to pass a parameter here because I want it to be dynamic so that you won't, it won't be just tied to a particular variable. I want it to be like when you have another variable again, you can just easily change the name. That's why I'm making it dynamic. So let me use str for short string, name of the variable. So I'll create a variable, select word, let word equals sc arrow dot split. First, let word equals xcr. So I want to like break all the process down. That's why I'm So what I just did now is to print out this this string itself. So I created the function for it. Then I passed my parameter. So any parameter you create here, let me create another one again. Let me just copy this, give it one, then move something else. Then just come here and use one. Save. You can see it has changed to this is the day the Lord. So once that is why I'm using parameter and argument to make it dynamic, whereby you can pass any argument of your choice. So, so I'll say our task is to what? Make each letter from each word to a capital case. Now let me remove this. But first, in order for you to access each letter from each word, we need to convert this string to an array. Because like this, it will be difficult for us to like have access for each word. Okay, but first, and in order to convert it, the string method we use for it is the split string method. So the split method automatically converts this string here to an array. So let's go on and see what will happen. Okay. Return word. Return word. Because word is storing the value here. Word is storing the value of any changes we made here. So we can see that this is now in an array. So now it is in an array. We said first things first, right? We are working with algorithms, so it's a step at a time. Let's target the first word from this. So in order to target the first word, I would like us to use a loop. So after targeting the first word, you can easily target everything. Then using our loop, we'll say, and we're going to use the for loop so we can like have an easier way of integration through it. Okay, for I first initialization, we are creating a variable inside the for loop I, then we are giving it 0. So the condition, inside the for loop, you have your initialization when you are creating a variable and assigning a value to it. Then we have the condition where you want to iterate through. So we'll say that our condition should be word dot length, right? And you might be thinking or having it in mind, what's my reason for using word dot length? Word is storing the value here after converting to an array. Then our operation, we want it to be from the beginning of this to the ending. We don't want it to be more than the size of the string. We don't want an infinite result, right? So we say I increment. So inside the for loop, after this we have our own curly braces, so we can perform the operation on, right? So say first things first. Okay, first thing we need to do is to target the one first word. So say targeting the first word now, we say let Let me just select x. Let x equals word I. So the value of I is what? 0. Right. So the first, well, let me just say return x. Right. Right. This we've targeted the first word, but we don't want to target the first word, right? We want to target the first letter of the first word. So we need to use this now is targeting the first letter of the first word. You can see we've targeted the first letter of the first word, which is T. So what we need to do now is to convert it to what? An uppercase. Okay. Then we say to uppercase method. This method converts the string to uppercase regardless of the quantity. But this one now we are targeting the first letter, right? So when we do this, you can see our result is now capital letter T. And that's not our main result. Now we want to do what? We want to add the whole of the word. So in order for us to add it, we need to use an array method or a string method called concat. Concat works for arrays and strings. So we want to concat the rest of the word, this T and the HIX to it. So what we do is we use our concat method. Concat. What are we concating? Word. I said earlier, word holds it holds the total string in the first index position. When we do like this, we can see that it's holding everything there, but we don't want this T to be there again. So what we do is we slice we slice this part out of it, and in order for us to achieve it is where is this located? 0 1, right? This part 0 1. So we want this out and we want the rest to be printed. So we said slice, we use the slice method to slice it, then we say 1, calculate it, we say 0 0 1, right? That's what we want. We want this one out of it, this T out of it. So I will use our slice method. So what do we have? We have our this, right? But this is not the main goal we want to achieve. What we want to achieve is every letter from every word in this in the string sentence, variable sentence. We want every letters to be capitalized. So we need to create a variable that we can perform our iteration on. So this is what we do is this is what we do. Create a variable here. So let s equals or let rex equals an empty string because we want our operations to be performed on that empty string. Then we come here to run our operation. Say now rest will be equals rest plus empty string plus x. You might be thinking why? Because we said the first one is to run operation for the first one. Now we are associating it with this rex, and this rex now is automatically like after each process here, it will go back to this one to run for it to go back to here to run. After each process, it's adding this and it's going back here to run for the iteration of all this string, all this string here. This is the day the Lord has made. So how much time you store? Okay, from for here and after this one is storing it, I will need to remove my word here because I've associated this rex with this um expression here. So we say return rex, then we save. You can see that each letters of each word has been changed to an uppercase. Good one, guys. So I just use the mechanism or method of algorithm, step by step process to achieve our goal. So this video will be stopping here for now, but I'll be coming up with other processes again using the algorithm method. Thank you, guys.